What's going on, guys? Glock Guy 226 here, and tonight we're going to be going over some stuff that I usually take with me whenever we go on a road trip or go somewhere out of town. Not really your everyday carry, because that should be on you anyways. This is just some stuff, kind of extra precaution, so stay tuned. Alright guys, we are back, and like I'd mentioned, some of the stuff we're going to get into today really doesn't have much to do with your concealed carry. I know some guys kind of put this kind of gear together as a vehicle kit, a go bag, so to say. Now we're going to be going over what I have in this bag here, as well as taking a quick look at my CZ Scorpion. I'm not going to get into the parts and accessories on my Scorpion, guys. I do have other videos out there on this gun. And as you guys can see there, this thing is clear. And I do have an empty mag in there. But guys, for me, this thing is just great to travel with. I know a lot of guys like to carry rifle power, ARs, AKs. And I have done that. You know, I have done that. But this thing's just so great for me because it folds up so small. I can stick this in a backpack, in whatever bag, wherever in the car. And it's so small. It doesn't take up a lot of room, and if I did need to deploy this in a situation, simply throw that brace out, and I'm good to go. And guys, these 9mm carbines, or pistol caliber carbines, especially the CZ Scorpion from my experience, are just so deadly accurate within 100 yards. I mean, this thing's just a tack driver. When it comes to accuracy, something about these little pistol caliber carbines are just... It's unexplainable, guys. You can just lay them out all day long with this. Minimal recoil. Ammo is very common. You can store a decent amount of ammunition, and you know what I like is I carry a 9mm, so I bring a little bit of extra ammo with me besides, you know, extra loaded mags. But you know, I have a 9mm concealed carry as well as this 9mm CZ Scorpion for self-defense. So on this, I am running a Hollison Red Dot, the 503 BU, and I have liked it so far, guys. This thing has quite a few upgrades though, but go check out one of my other CZ Scorpion videos if you guys want to know more about this particular gun. Now, this bag changes up. Some of the contents stay the same, but it really changes up, you know, depending on what I'm doing. When I go to the range, I have a bigger range bag. I have an IFAK in here, a med kit, which I take with me every time I go to the range. Anytime we go on a decent, you know, amount, an hour or more away of a road trip, which you guys should always have medical with you. Medical is very important. So let's just go ahead and jump into what I have here in this bag. This med kit here, I'd like to build a smaller IFAK. I carry this one with me, like I said, everywhere I go, to the range, road trips, stuff like that. And I do plan on doing a separate video just on what is in here. I will give you guys a quick look. And guys, I'm not really a professional when it comes to medical or any of this stuff, as a matter of fact. But I do try to do my research on it. You know, I like to have things that I know I would need in a bad situation. So, just some of the stuff I have in here. I'll just take it up here so you guys can get a closer look so I don't have to take everything out. As you guys can see, Band-Aids, stuff for poison ivy, scissors, multi-tools, a little bit of duct tape. Over here we have some quick clot, tourniquets, flashlight, marker, waterproof matches, a couple different variations of tape. Up here we have some Israeli bandages, an extra TK4 tourniquet. And guys, I know some guys are going to say that's not a dedicated IFAK. You should only have your serious medical stuff in one package. For me, guys, like I said, I take this little pack with me to the range. I take it on car trips. This is more or less just my handy little medical kit, guys. There is some stuff in here that may not directly relate to being medical, but I feel like if something bad were to happen, what I have in this kit would hopefully take care of the situation. Whether I'm out at the range by myself, or you know, we see a car accident on the side of the road, one of the kids get a cut. I mean, whatever it takes, guys, I feel like this size of a kit is cool to have, and I like having a big variety of stuff in here. I don't know about you guys, but when I get a new bag or like this IFAK, I like to have a bunch of different stuff ready to go. I just overthink it, and I think what I'm going to do next, guys, when it comes to an IFAK, is I may build one myself again, but I think I might just order a pre-made IFAK, keep it how it is, and go with that. But that is a little bit of what I have in here, and I think I will be doing a video going over the contents of this here soon. So getting into my actual bag here, in the back we have a nice little pouch where I always keep mags. Now when this bag is at home stored, just sitting here ready to go, I usually keep AR mags in it or AK mags, but since we are taking a trip and I am taking the CZ Scorpion, I have two CZ Scorpion mags. This is a 30 round CZ mag, and this is a Manticore Arms Prepper Gun Shop 32 round magazine. I've been running these quite a bit. They have the steel feed lips, and I have had no issues out of them. I do plan on maybe doing a review on these here soon, which honestly guys, these are great magazines if you do have a CZ Scorpion, and these are loaded up with some Federal HSTs, 147s. The CZ Scorpion really likes the 147s. Next we have a 33 round Glock magazine. I typically am always carrying my Glock 19. If not, sometimes I carry my 43. But when we're traveling and stuff, I always have both of those with me, my 19 and my 43, just depending on what situation. Say we're going out to dinner, I'm wearing light clothing, a t-shirt, I'll take my 43, but if it's just every day out and about, I'll carry my 19. So this is also loaded up with, actually this is probably some Freedom Munitions hollow points. Nothing special guys, just 33 rounds of that. Next up, we have a Right in the Rain Notepad, which these are handy. I like to keep them in all my bags. Next, we have a custom knife from HTK, Hometown Knives. And guys, this knife is really sweet. I've bought quite a few custom knives off of them over the last few years. And this one here in particular, hopefully you guys can get a good view of it without a big glare. But it is Damascus. I really like the unique handle on this knife. That's why I ended up buying it. And just some really cool work. If you guys could see the back of the blade there, it has like all those notches in it and stuff. But overall guys, I like to carry a fixed blade, and this one here is just a perfect size where it's big enough if you had to fight with it, or if you had to do some whatever that you would need a fixed blade for. It's a good size. It's not too big. It fits down in my bag pretty easily, and I really like these knives. I keep a little vacuum sealed bag with some, I think it's 50 rounds. I'm not sure what kind of ammo, but 9mm ammo, guys, just some full metal jackets. Always come in handy, I guess, if you know, I just feel like when we're traveling, I would rather be over prepared and have too much than not enough. I also keep a bore snake in there, which this can come in handy for either my Glocks or the CZ Scorpion. Chances are I could probably run it in my AR, AK as well. These are really flexible, guys. They'll fit most tight bores, as long as it's not too big for the bore snake, of course. So I keep, let's see, 4 Surefire CR123 batteries in this little waterproof container. You can never have too many CR123s, and when I see these things go on sale, I stock up. I'm a big fan of weapons lights, and we use them all the time. If we go out on walks, I pop it off of whatever gun I have in the safe and use that little light versus a bigger flashlight. So we go through quite a bit of CR123s, and it doesn't hurt to keep some extras. I also keep a bag with 4 AAAs as well as 4 AA batteries. You just don't know when you're going to need batteries. Say you're on a car trip and you got the kids and they got their headphones and video games and all this other stuff. You know, some batteries go dead. That can really mean for an upsetting and miserable car ride. I've learned over time that it doesn't hurt to have these extra batteries, and they have come in handy quite a bit, guys. I can't deny that. Another small roll of duct tape, and what I do here, guys, is I get a 223 case, 556. You could use whatever kind of brass, and I cut duct tape, you know, maybe half the roll down the middle, and I roll a bunch of duct tape on it. And guys, I've used these things so much out at the range, at work, in the car. They just come in handy. You know, you don't have to lug around a big old roll of duct tape, but you do have usually, you know, as much as you need at your disposal. So we also have just a pen and a Sharpie. You never know when you're gonna need to write something down. And guys, like I said, one day maybe I'll go over, you know, all the contents of my IFAK and maybe some of the reasons I carry some of this stuff. I just wanted to make a quick overview of this while I was packing, getting stuff figured out for what I wanted to take. I take a little bottle of Rem oil. When I see these at gun shows they're usually like $2 or $3. I like to pick up a few. It's just handy to have these little tiny bottles of Rem oil. I have some little bottles of CLP as well. It's just a lot easier than lugging around a big bottle of CLP, which in my bigger range bag, I do carry a big spray bottle, the aerosol can of CLP, and it has came in handy a lot over the years. Now the next thing here, this is, I believe, a Gerber suspension multi-tool, and guys, it's a pretty solid multi-tool. You can find these at most Walmarts for about 30 bucks, and I've used the crap out of this thing over the last few years. An extra set of earplugs. I usually don't ever forget Ear Pro when I go to the range. I have a checklist of what to take, but you never know if a buddy's gonna show up or the wife wants to go with me, which she has Ear Pro, but you just never know, and it doesn't hurt. These don't take up any room. They're super lightweight. And that's another thing, guys. Like I said, for me, it's like I overthink things and I want to load all my bags down beyond belief. And then by the time you know it, you're lugging around a 25-pound bag, and chances are I'm not gonna have to abandon the vehicle and grab all my stuff and hit the road running. But you still never know. You want to keep things as minimal as possible. I know I'm not really doing as I say here, but I just like to be prepared, I guess. Be prepared, but also be mindful of what you have, I guess you could say. So that is the contents of my travel bag. Like I said, this bag's so versatile. I will take it to the range. I take it when we go out of town, just an hour or so away. I just like to be prepared, guys. So if you guys have a truck everyday carry, a truck gun, a car gun, even a go bag, I guess you could call it, which I did do a video on this actual bag probably 4 or 5 months ago, right when I first got started doing YouTube. But it was one of those earlier videos where it was recorded on my phone. It was kind of different, but it wasn't the best, I guess you could say. I just wanted to go over this stuff, so please leave down in the comments what you guys carry, maybe some suggestions on what I should have, what I don't have. So thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. Please like, share, subscribe. Have a good night, guys.